Report of the third session of the Committee on Appointment and the Public Service, all the recommendations therein, with the exclusion of that for Honorable Momo Stephen and Justice Komar Kamanda, be approved by this House.
As Honorable Chairman Majuba be moved the motion for make them go approve the 6 nominee them, but not for approve Justice Komar Kamanda and Momoja Stevens. The Speaker, Dr. Cherno Abbas Bundu, be make them vote on this decision.
The amended motion of the Leader of the Opposition reads as follows, as I understand it, that the second report of the third session of the Committee on Appointments and the Public Service be adopted by the House, and that the recommendations contained therein, with the exception of the recommendations relating to Justices Komar Kamanda and Momoja Stevens, be approved. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All against say nay. The ayes have it.
Even though, by number, the ruling party Bokuna Parliament, where they support the approval of all the 8 nominee them, the Speaker begin the right to the opposition say that they win by voice count, and Parliament be go ahead and approve the 6 people them, and be left out Justice Komar Kamanda and Justice Momoja Stevens. Well, this now be the wish of the opposition. After this moment, the Speaker been turn and take the motion where the Leader of Government's Business, Honorable Matthew Sanyuma, be don move for make member of Parliament them agree for all the 8 people them where President Bio be don pick and be ask them for votes.
The motion as moved by the Leader of Government Business runs as follows, that the second report of the third session of the Committee on Appointments and the Public Service be adopted by the House, and that the recommendations contained therein, including the recommendations in respect of Justices Kamanda and Stevens, be approved. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it.
As you hear this time around, the Speaker may accept say the one them where they in favor of the 8 people them na they win. We mean say Parliament so approve they all. But this according to the Leader of the Opposition, Honorable Cherno Majuba, believe say not to all man agree for make they approve all the 8 nominee them. We make it may ask the Speaker for make them vote by division according to the standing order 46(1) of Parliament. Where this standing order, they talk about how member of Parliament them for votes by way how them would snap or ballots for particularly decision where Parliament don't take way some of them not agree on. We make the Speaker be end up ask all the one them where they in favor for TNAP. Also the one them where been they in favor for make they approve Justice Komar Kamanda and Momoja Stevens be boko pass the one them where not been agree for them 2 people here.
Hey, Mr. Speaker, SO 46(1).
Thank you. 46, they are calling for a division. In accordance with the provisions of SO 46(1), I'm now going to put the question for a second time. The question is that the second report of the third session of the Committee on Appointments and the Public Service be adopted by the House, and that the recommendations contained therein in respect of Justices Kamanda and Stevens be approved. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Those against, say nay. The ayes have it. The motion is carried.
Even though the opposition APC party not been agree for them 2 people here, but earlier when the debate been start, member of Parliament them been called on them people here for give strength to the justice system. For Radio Democracy, Princess Pierce the reports. The program is they listen to Namide Show and they can to live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. You the same also listen to on the internet on www.radiodemocracy.sl or self you watch we live now Radio Democracy Facebook page. Well, with me at the studio today I get two people them. I get Mohamed Alassane Jallo. We come out at the Dagba Charity Foundation. Well, idea for can talk about the rich and the unreachable projects we then implement. Good afternoon, welcome to the program.
Good afternoon, fellow Sierra Leoneans.
And also I get Jane Alpha, when are the managing director through its multimedia. Well, in Serbia for can talk about the Meet the Entrepreneur with Shola Bello TV series. Good afternoon, welcome to the program.
Good afternoon and welcome again.
Okay, well now I will start with Mohamed Alassane Jallo. We come out from Dagba Charity Foundation. Well, therefore can talk about the rich and the unreachable project. But before we start for talk about the project we wanna get for embark on. Now, from the name of you, an organization, a charitable organization, una they do different things there. So what's some of the things them like we una don't do we like una they supports people them?
Actually, as a charity organization, we stem from an Islamic background of trying to see how best we can encourage, Muslims to come on board and help us for reach out to vulnerable people in our society. And the majority of vulnerable people in our society, what we are aware of now, women and children, we in this category we get the orphan and widows them. Then then we primary people and we try get for uplift their standard of living. Looking at how many street kids we have, and some of them where their parents don't pass away, they don't get that for help them go back to school. Some of them even they in orphanages them, but some of these orphanages know they able to operate well because of lack of better funding. So we don't come on that particular angle there. For see some of them why I mark them and help them for letting able to go back to school and become better people in our society. And also don't they reach out to some orphanages, and in as much as we know able to reach out to the funding what we need for establish a whole orphanage, we don't support few orphanages them across the country for take care of orphans, and we already did it. Looking at also the plight of widows them, we don't come heavily for look at an organization of widows we established in Kenima, where they don't already now get a branch na Waterloo, where we don't give them own minimum support for them able to take care of themselves and also become self-reliant. Because then two groups of people they are now one of the most vulnerable in our society, and they why don't be with primary focus for make sure they will take care of them.
Okay, so how can come about was selecting people that we can benefit from our charity foundation?
So mostly we can receive reports or people that they reach out to. We knowing that when a charity organization, we don't they on the media with the request for funding, support, and they also on the social media as well. We they ask for people them for help. So through these mediums, people then can sabi what we. People then can know what we stand for, and then can extend their hand for we reach for we able to get them own support. So through them particular requests that way they come now with foundation, we also embark on research, because it's not about just the one way they ask people for help, but it's about looking at whether they are really in need. So we also embark on research. We go on with questionnaires them. We get we field officers and where they go get all them reports they are. Then we can analyze the data and see what in some of the root cause of some of them problem there, and how we as an organization will step in. So through the research there, we will know which way to they will come and support them people there with. So that's now one of the key ways them what we don't they use for able to identify people and where they need, and how we can also come in for support them.
Okay, well that's Mohamed Alassane Jallo. We come from the Dagba Charity Foundation, where they talk about the work they only do, and safe therefore can talk about one project where they get for implement. Well now to you, Jane Alpha, we are the managing director to its multimedia. Well you said therefore can talk about the Meet the Entrepreneur with Shola Bello TV series. Now before we talk about this TV series where una get for start, the two it's multimedia basically waiting na some of the team them like way una can embark on.
So thank you very much again. So Two Hits Multimedia and a multimedia and entertainment company where we started way back in 2011, but we end up for register and establish in 2015. So we are young guys, then we come up and set up this multimedia company where we not only they focus on any multimedia thing, but we they do branding, photography, and we also they offer training. We also they do videography, digital marketing, content creation, and graphic design. So if it can fall, say like media entrepreneur TV series can fall under some of the contents that we don't actually put in place for produce inside this year.
Okay, you just don't highlight some of the things the Mona they do, and we know say this na a competitive business we already did at the market. So say plenty people they do the same thing the way Una self they do. So waiting make Una own stand out from all the other multimedia people.
So waiting make True Hits Multimedia stand out. Throughout the years, we started as a promotional company, but then we get for a brand into a multimedia because we want for work with young people. We thought and feed say like a lot of companies then they into multimedia, but like they don't have creative young people. So we did try for draw creative young people and for come together and actually do something we able benefit them tomorrow. So now that the idea come out from Sweet Multimedia. So now that they make we like unique from other competitors them.
Okay, so like the people we they part of this, how professional Una all be for like go able for give out professionalism to the people, waiting the people and go want, we go make them go like for always they can do business with Una.
So basically, True Hits Multimedia, we're all professionals, if I can say. From graphic design, you can go to our Facebook page, to our website. You can see some of the work that we don't do, and we don't embark on a lot of things. During the last election, 2017, we've been come up with a non-violence campaign. We'll be embarked on. So then we try for push the campaign. We'll get for talk about violence against election violence. So this year we try for do a content where this media entrepreneur don't fall as part of the content we want to do, and we've been try for reach out to Shola Bello. We say okay, yes, she can work with us. So this media entrepreneur TV series a platform for entrepreneurs them all around Sierra Leone, for let them be part of it. Now way for advertising business and way for show the world say there are lots of entrepreneurs in Sierra Leone who are doing well.
Okay, I will come back to you and make we talk more about this TV series. The program is they listen to Namide Show with the country Chief Executive Officer for Small and Medium Enterprises Development Agency, Shaka Samuel Sano, don't say this project with the agency they begin implement. They target 6,000 small and medium business them across the country and say they will give 22 billion loans for this year. We will make plenty people get work and develop the country economy. Shaka Samuel Sano explain more to reporter Usman Kamara.
Government in the 2020 budget allocates 100 billion loans where they cover the years 3 years 2020 to 2023, but specifically for 2020 an initial amount of 22 billion loans for give to operatives in this country. The greatest thing within the grumble bug now access to finance, and in that access to finance interest rate neither the major problem. Various people at different locations will go and get their own percentage whether they look at for the government consider for them in this interest rate we will get for end of forgiving. Because when President His Excellency Dr. Julius Maada Bio be the talk in Parliament about this morning, it be talk say we will give the money at a single digit interest rate. So when we say they do the project, we'll be done already discussing we want the interest rate for let it be like 9%. But most of the people they hold on, they talk to them now, some they suggest 5%, 6, 7, even though some they will say the 9%, okay, considering how much they currently they pay to microcredit institutions or commercial banks. So that's one serious thing. Mode of disbursement to the SME beneficiary in something way, but people get mixed feeling. Recovery had been a problem because most times when government give money, people they take as political money. They know they respect repayment conditions and terms. So this time around, we don't decide say we want outsource the disbursement and recovery to microfinance institutions or commercial banks. But as the case is, now we get forgiven the money. They lay down implementation procedures so therefore follow.
Small business and basically on the target.
We business strategy really we want target 6,000, but that is going to be shared in between micro, small, and medium. So the micro ones they're not going to need too much capital. Some people kid in between 1-2 million to 5 million. That kid at higher level. Small, then you go big small, at least you know go dey like then 5 million, because based on the volume of the activities where they get. And the medium really not the most important one there, because now the people then that we can able do something where they translate in economic growth. You know, then can able get 1-2 man where they employ in their business, they can able pay tax to government, where government said they generate revenue from, then kind of thing. So we get for put on by stages, and we apportion the money based on the sectors. Either you are a micro, small, or medium. But they work on that strategy also. At the end of the day, for this year, we want for target 6,000 businesses.
Now, look at the criteria we business person forget for make you get access to this money. We will start forget to small business people. With now the criteria we business person forget.
One, if you don't be a business person, if you don't do a business, you get a registered business. You know, just go here because government want give assistance. Some people they go now say, I don't plan for do business, but and they find the idea. No, even though it's nice for assist startups, but we want people who already there in business, and the business somehow don't they work towards job creation, economic growth, and competitiveness. Because if we not target them kind of people, then this money will just give some people they take and go buy a shop or go put bond or other thing there, and not to the purpose that we really want the purpose for which they give the money, let the people there go serve.
Now let's look at the time frame of this money, because if you're gonna bank say free they take loan, they must give you say it's 1 month, 2 months, or 3 months.
We want for loan them on an annual basis. You understand? We be they look at a 3-month free period we will lend you. It's the money they take now, and 3 months you do business and let it turn off for make you begin generate small profit.
Let's look at the monitoring aspect. Which una don't put in place for CC una monitor them people there, if possible, for CC they use their money there the right way.
Yes, I agree with you. Without monitoring, we get a rigid condition we don't the thing, but we get forget joint monitoring with the one that we will get for use as implementing agent institutions.
That's the microfinance.
The microfinance institutions, which we own thing. On a monthly basis, you get for the show you books of account. How you don't give money, whether they you give and who say they go to them. We get for go confirm say this person don't get money and how they don't they pay. As they pay, we they reconcile on a monthly basis, because we want for keep track of the transactions and what they happen in the business.
Well, that's not the Chief Executive Officer for the Small and Medium Enterprise Development Agency, Shaka Samuel Sano, be the end interview there with Musa S. Kamara. Musa able to talk about the project where the agency they begin implement. We go target 6,000 small and medium business them across the country, and say then go get 22 billion loans for this year. The program is they listen to na me the show. The mama for 1 13-year-old girl Pekin, we allege say one foreigner be do mama and the business with in Pekin for 1,000 loans and cold water. Don't call on the Salone police for investigate this case and for making Pekin get justice. But we go on listening as them for note say this reports where they can play gets disturbing talk them with some tango and bog some pan we listen at them. We report about Gauja gets more and go now reports.
You better be the blood come up on me. I be afraid for telling me mama if saying they beat me.
This now waiting plenty picking them can go through, and they afraid for discuss them with them parents them or the people them where they mend them. People go they wonder if them can't see how they happen, because parents them not can get time for listen, so them picking them. That voice they just know. Now voice of 1 13-year-old girl picking. Where be they explain to me inside one telephone interview, but how he alleged say one foreigner where they work now one car center been do mommy and daddy business with them.
They sell motor car there. Where's cooking come on? We all can go to the man, go give water. Sunday night he call we back go to I go give water. So now we 3 now go. Or go take the water. So now he pick me, say go take water inside the freezer. Wow, open the freezer, water not be there. Now he say make a little man do mommy and daddy business room. So why on the mommy and daddy business with me? Now he give me the 1,000. What kind of us? Blood be the rubber panel skin inside them. Do now apu go kana enga. I want to let them better be that. So I don't be able to talk to nobody now did.
This speaking day to mentor in mama and sister. We don't mean am from where is small, and now this woman he don't know as him mama. And this woman say one day he begin notice strange thing them body speaking.
Okay, one with man in the area and a car center near the school, around the school, na they then car center they. Then they buy water. Now water na they give them. Kulata. We became where they go school and then they can't quick na us. I said to now the later what happen? Now he tell me say now the time when they come out school. But still it they count kulata na us. Personally the one at na me man is small brother. Now he see another car center they. Now he can't tell me. So why cow they can't want this school the other Saturday? Now I say this water where they count so. I say I not satisfy you. I say can't show me back where you can go to them people. What they can give you or what they can do to you. Now he tell me say no okay do nothing. Now I say sure. Now he say yes. Now I say okay. I say tomorrow I dey carry you go to them and me there for them go check you if you don't start my business. So now he say auntie no carry me go. Now he say the man don't let out and 210. Now I say wait the man they don't with you. I say what did they give you? Now I say they get 1,000 when they don't time.
This the mama say from wetin he hear from this pikin be make e go with this matter. Now the family support unit na Lumley police station and then be send am for go do medical na Rainbow Center and he be surprised with wetin he find out.
When I go the pikin na cottage, as the pikin also would me no be I call me. He say, hey, what I call this pikin now? I say, look me ma. Now he say self can see for himself. So the ask the pikin, the double talking and I know but talk no again. Me be see what me tell I don't tell me again. So this time you don't say now where this time they on from March till today and I saw no more. You turn the talk. At the corner police station, not was set motto. At the work day, at the call till today I not see it. So nana me. I want people fight for me. I not an option. Which I do. Policeman never fight for me.
As this matter, they now na the family support unit na Lumley police station. I try forget the police where they in charge of this case, but not be able to forget them. And say to the time where I they put these reports together, I be send text message to them, but it not be respond. But Radio Democracy go continue for investigate for know how far police don't go with this case. For Radio Democracy, me na Wani Gauja.
The program is they listen to now. The show with the country live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. You can also listen to on the internet on www.radiodemocracy.sl or if you can watch me live on Radio Democracy Facebook page. Well, I still get me studio guests there with me. Also, I get Mohamed Alassane Jallo. We come out na Dagba Charity Foundation. Well, he be done the talk, but the work they only do. And Sef there for can talk about the rich and the unreachable project. And Sef Jane Alpha, we are the managing director for 2IT Multimedia. When Sef there for can talk about the Meet the Entrepreneur with Shola Bello TV series. Well, Mohammed, before we go, we talk about the work we on a charity foundation don't they do. Now the rich, the unreached projects. What's in this day all about?
This particular project, now one way we say they help we for maximize the funds and what they raise na the foundation. Looking at the monthly subscribers and because now from that we emanate our main source of funding that day. Where sometimes situation can change for people them, so that monthly contribution where they can give can help you for sustain some of your activities them. So we come with this particular project for back up the charity foundation as a fundraising drive. So in on target now how for reach out to people them out there we're willing for support charity for they then get at least minimum 10,000 loans per year. So in on strategy we use them on a weekly basis where in back then we mocks them be open, we go and mocks them, we pray with the people them and explain to them what in this charity foundation they about, people then they contribute. We can organize street fundraising them, but they go on different junctions them, they set up with PA system and amplify the messages and people and they pass around and they donate. Also they go visit universities and what they go on colleges them, we go on different places them, offices, worker, inform people about this project where that been the help we really for raise fund. So basically this particular project from them fundraise there, it help for push the foundation activity go before, because we get some of the support what they do periodically, like we get one way where they do feeding, what they call an FTN, feed the needy, wherein we target street beggars for provide for them, food for letting able to sustain themselves. We also they target some particular communities and deprived community right inside, where some of them even forget nice clothing them can be easy. So we can buy some bales of cloth. We get people and we donate to foundation clothing them. We can go and also supply them the different communities. We also don't they use this particular fund for support with organization activities in reaching out to vulnerable communities when you even get access to clean water. Because sometimes in our community who can go, people can tell you say in the stream for get water, way more especially dry season can come. Some of them side and streams outside and they get water don't dried up. So we can help them also in terms of water business. We don't get one water well project Nam Avian village inside Port Loco district. So all of them projects them here, looking at also the school. We back then we been also get a support scheme where they provide some school picking them with scholarship inside Port Loco as well as inside Kenema who on the support. We've been doing one way we say the target also right across the country where they go na all the 4 regions. They go na Port Loco, Bo, we also go na Kenema as well as inside Fritoya. Then for particular areas them here, we go na schools and be able to support the picking some of the few pickings them who will afford for help them with scholarship. So all of them strategies them here, the reach the reachable project, the help for push the foundation activity go before. So all this now one of the key things and way this foundation don't they undertake.
Okay, with all everything in the way, let you say the reach and the unreachable projects get for and back on. Now that this coronavirus, I wanna get for the ensure to wanna balance the challenges them with the carry the coronavirus in on a project.
So basically, in terms of because we fundraising drive, you don't be really affected, but we manage for use the media during this past month of Ramadan. We just go. We use the media for make sure say we amplify messages them, and make sure say we reach out to more people and for donate. And in terms of helping, we prepare for this particular reopening of schools for see waiting what kind of resources and we don't gather for able to go back for help them picking their way for come back to school. As we know say the coronavirus it don't really affect many people and with them businesses them with the means of earning and all of it. So it could be difficult for some parents and for even take care of them picking them basic needs and for go back to school. So that now one of the things right now we're on for make sure say we find strategies them how to use this media, the social as well as the mainstream media for make sure say we raise awareness and raise fund for go back to helping these kids looking at how we can for come out of this coronavirus. But back then in the month of Ramadan, we know say one way where people them get then sunakati and then sukuli na way mosques them being open where trade people and the go in the harbor for survival. But looking at when mosques them be locked, we use also the social media what we count one campaign they call the empty bowl challenge. We've been throw up in the social media people and really been cooperate and it been really help we raise a lot of funds for help people and we been fast done in the month of Ramadan to the pray all will be able to go even supply clothes them in different communities. So all of this we use actively the media for make sure so we raise fund without no relax for continue projects then.
Okay, so now that they can make this rich and unreached projects. Yeah.